Residents and investors have been called to work with the Ogun State government in ensuring infrastructural development and economic emancipation by paying their taxes. The chairman of the Ogun State Internal Revenue Service, Olugbenga Olalaye, made this known while speaking at a special prayer section organized to usher in 2025 in Abeokuta, the state capital. The prayer section was done in both Christian and Islamic ways. Olalaye, while speaking with newsmen, disclosed that the State Revenue Service has decided to scale up its revenue generation drive in order to support the government to meet its target as contained in 1.054 trillion naira 2025 state budget. He stressed that the state is doing well in terms of revenue generation, but can still do better, calling on stakeholders to collaborate with the Ogun State Internal Revenue Service to achieve required results.
For the residents, we have talked about fear of God. We will only charge people appropriate taxes. I will only implore the residents of Ogun State who have been enjoying the benefits of what the government is doing to please pay their taxes, particularly the high net worth individuals. We want them to contribute to the growth of the state by paying adequate taxes. Adequate taxes such that it will help even the people that are out there to see that the state is growing. Again, for the residents, whether high net worth or otherwise, I will implore everyone to make sure that they pay their taxes and on time so that they can avoid the man hours lost during enforcement. They can avoid penalties. They can enjoy that benefit of coming to us to see how we can better help them to grow their businesses. So we want them to pay their taxes and to see that they have their part in the plan. And it is very important for us to see that we all deliver that as residents of Ogun State.
Olalaye disclosed that the service will soon roll out reforms in the tax collection of the state and other activities.
When you say you want to grow the tax net, it's on one side. We also need to increase our efficiency in tax collection process, tax collection and enforcement. And that efficiency will only make meaning if we don't do things the way we've been doing it before. We need to work better. Our system is digitalized already, but we need to work on a more improved digitalization process, whereby we're able to use a lot of data analytics, information that we get from other MDAs, information that we get from the federal, information we get from other locations. We're able to harness them together and see how we can use it to really help our revenue collection process. That's one way that we're going to use to do that as Ogirs. Again, for us as an agency, we need to critically strategize, particularly now that a new tax reform is being planned. With the new tax reform that is coming in, we must think outside the box, we must strategize and see how can we maximize our revenue collection, leveraging on the reforms. And that requires really thinking through what we need to do. So basically, with all that, you can see the position of Ogirs in delivering or supporting in the delivery of the 1.054 trillion budget.
In his sermon, the Bishop of Egba Anglican Diocese, Right Reverend Emmanuel Adekunle, in his sermon, admonished members of Ogirs to discharge their duties with the fear of the Lord, as well as refrain from overburdening of the people.
But what we are saying, in effect, is that God will bless your work. And I think Alpha, when he was talking, he appreciated the way God has used the chairman to bless you. And don't take what is not yours. Don't squeeze money from people when it's not right. But when you collect for government have enough to do what is necessary to be done in the society, the blessing goes back to you. But when you now say, okay, you see me, I'll cut down the tax, it's not right. So I think what happened to Zacchaeus was that he had been double dealing with his office, and he has amassed wealth so much, but he was so rich. But at a point he encountered Jesus Christ. He said to Jesus Christ that I will return everything. He make restitution. A lot of people may think that you are above board. And you yourself may think that, what's my problem? Even going to church may not be your problem. Going to mosque may not be your problem. As long as you can live comfortably. You need God. You need the light. That's what the Venerable said. We need the light in our life. We need to be shining example to people. We need to live righteously. And that's what that is saying,